Hello, been a while since I've made a video. This is not going to be a survival type or unboxing or anything like that. This is going to be a gear comparison because I have noticed a lot more budget friendly hiking, camping, whatever you want to call it, equipment. It seems like these companies are coming around and realizing that they could not really corner the market, but do something to help out the people that can't afford the high end stuff. So they're trying to make some stuff that's compatible, that's not nearly as expensive. Not nearly as expensive. I'll get to that in a second. Um, this is the Sea to Summit Dry Light Towel. I bought this about a week ago. I have not used it. I believe this is the extra large. It doesn't say it on here anywhere. It said it on the package it came in, but comes in a nice little pouch. It's pretty lightweight. We're going to compare those in a second. This was $25. This is a microfiber towel, camping towel. It's supposed to be quick drying and super absorbent. So we're going to compare that to the Ozark Trail Walmart microfiber camping, backpacking towel, whatever. That honestly, I haven't weighed them yet, but it feels like it's about the same weight. But I want to test not only their weight, but I want to see if this for $25 is really that much better than this that was $6. Or yeah, pretty sure it was $5.47 for this thing plus tax, of course. So it's about a fifth of the cost. And if it's just as good, what's the difference? So that's what we're going to be checking. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to weigh them. If I can get my scale to cooperate with me here. All right. So Sea to Summit Dry Light Microfiber Towel. 5.7 ounces in the package. Ozark Trail 6.4. So we got 7/10 of an ounce different. No, sorry, 9/10 of an ounce difference. So that's I mean almost 1 ounce. That's not a huge deal unless you're one of these super ultra lightweight backpackers, but I mean, you know, you're talking about, right, let's call it an ounce. Not much difference there. Okay. So next thing we're going to compare is going to be the size of these things. All right, you know what? Actually, let's do this. Because a lot of people like to take stuff out of the packages and just carry it without the package because it saves some weight. So let's see what we got now. 6.2. 5.4. So we're at 8/10 of an ounce difference now, this being slightly lighter. Okay, so let's compare the sizes now. Okay, so here's our first pretty big difference. As you can see, the Ozark Trail is about an inch wider, give or take, and shoot about 5 or 6 inches longer. That is an incredible difference. And there's your ounce in weight. So how much they can soak up is going to be a harder comparison, being that the Ozark Trail one is bigger. But we're going to see what happens anyway. So I'm just going to hand wash these in the bathtub. Here I have a small amount of laundry detergent. I am actually going to let them air dry. But the Sea to Summit one came with instructions. Say to wash it first, and do not use fabric softener because it can clog the pores and cause it to be less effective. So I'm going to just wash it with a small amount of laundry detergent, and I'm going to let them air dry, and we're going to get the rest of this tomorrow. So here they are hanging up. Tomorrow we will come back and do some comparisons with them. All right, here we go with the water absorption test of these. Now I did end up adding in another towel from the original video, but I put it through the same process. I washed it and dried it the exact same way. But each towel is about 20% bigger than the other one relatively, as you can see in the picture. I'm going to kind of account for that. This is not going to be super scientific, but what I'm going to do here is I got 4 cups of water, and I just picked 4 because it's a good number, whatever. And I'm just going to pour it in here, and I'm going to do this for each one. Pour 4 cups of water in there, which if it soaks all that up, I'll put 4 more cups in there, whatever, 2 more maybe. All right. So first, the Sea to Summit towel. And we're going to let that soak for a minute. Alright, so it's been there, it's soaked up pretty much all it's going to soak up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out and we're going to let it drip for, I don't know, let's say 30 seconds. Just give it a chance to get all the water, or any water that's just kind of hanging out on the surface out, because that's technically not absorbed, right? So, we give a chance to do that. It's actually only been about 10 seconds and we're slowing down drastically. It's 20 seconds. And there's 30 seconds. Alright, so not going to really worry about, well, you know what? I will bring this out. Let's bring this out. See how much. The numbers aren't going to work exactly because some of it's still going to be in here. You'd never get all of it out, obviously. But see how much I can squeeze out of it, I guess. And then we'll see how much is left in there. So I got 1 cup. I don't feel like there's 3 cups left in there. Put this aside. Dump this out. Yeah, that's definitely not 3 cups. Two and a half though. So that's half a cup of water still in the towel. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, here we go. So I didn't towel dry the thing or anything. I just dumped it out and it's still got some water in there, but we're not looking for percentages of ounces or anything. So I'm going to do the same thing. 4 cups of water. And the Ozark Trail towel from Walmart. And let's see what happens. Alright. So she's been soaking no real period of time, just kind of when it obviously isn't dry in spots anymore, and till it just obviously isn't soaking up any water. So we can do the same thing here. We're going to pick this sucker up and let it drip for about 30 seconds. Not super scientific, just kind of a, hey, let's see what the difference is. Now remember, this one's 20% larger than the first one, the Sea to Summit. Give or take. Again, not scientific, no precise measurements taken. Just kind of letting these hang dry. And there's 30 seconds. Alright, so how much water we can wring out of this? A little bit. It might not be much difference at all. 20% volume of water, 20% of a cup of water, not much. Yeah. think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. What we got? Got about a cup and a quarter water. About 20% difference. So far it appears that that it's just relative to the size. I mean, it's only 2, but this looks like less water in here. Of course, it's retaining more water. What do we got? Let me guess. I'm gonna guess. What do we have before? 2.5. We guess this is 2 1/4. Oh no, it's not at all. It's not even 1.5. So that thing is retaining. That thing's retaining a cup and a half of water. That seems like a lot. That seems like a whole lot. The other one was only retaining about half a cup of water. The Sea to Summit, that was the difference if you add up the measurements, you know. Okay. Moving on. All right, and here we go with the Nomadics. Same thing, 4 cups of water. This is the prettiest one out of the bunch, I will say. It also feels like the thinnest. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, last one. You know, honestly, I feel like this one is the thinnest of them all. And I also feel like it absorbs the least amount of water. But remember, before we do this one is, give or take, 40% larger than the Sea to Summit and 20% larger than the Ozark Trail. The other two we've done. Alright, there we go. 30 seconds to drain. I'm trying to, I guess you can see, I'm trying to straighten it out here so it drains as best it can. At least hanging like this. Kind of holding it in the middle at the top. Guess I shouldn't shake it. I don't think I did that very much for the other ones. I feel like this one, I really feel like this one absorbed the least amount of water. All right, there we go. There's 30 seconds. It's still dripping, but that's 30 seconds. Gotta be fair, right? All right. Whew. So we got right at 1 cup. Wow. Right at 1 cup. And what have we got left? Two cups. So, that's interesting. All right, so kind of got them placed here in order. Believe it or not, top performer, these are still wet, I've dried them yet. Ozark Trail. The Ozark Trail pack towel for $5, $6, I think. $5.97 or $87 was the top performer. And it is the mid-sized one. Second place is going to go to the Nomadics, only because, so it and the Sea to Summit are wringing the same amount of water out of, but the Nomadics left half a cup less water. However, it is about 40% bigger than the Sea to Summit. Sea to Summit left the most water in the cup, but I also got the same amount of water, I wrung the same amount of water out of the Nomadics as I did this. And this is, like I just said, this is 40% smaller than the Nomadics. So this was a close third. close third. But believe it or not, for anybody with the whole, cheaper can't be better, the $6 pack towel that's like an ounce heavier than the $25 towel was the top performer out of this group in my simple little test here. So if y'all think I did something wrong here, let me know, but I feel like that was as unscientific as it can be and still prove the point. It's obvious which one did better. We're talking about 4 to 8 ounces difference in water, which is a considerable amount when you're trying to dry yourself off. You probably don't have 8 ounces worth of water sitting on your body, maybe in your hair. So there you go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.